Discipline is the ultimate weapon, the backbone of resilience, and the foundation of excellence. It's not an optional skill. It's a necessary force that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Discipline isn't just about doing the hard things when they're convenient. It's about doing them when everything in you says to quit. It's about committing to the process, even when the results feel distant and the effort feels insurmountable. When life gets tough and challenges pile up, discipline is what keeps you grounded. It reveals its true power in those dark moments when motivation is nowhere to be found. These moments, when others give up, are where discipline thrives. It's not about grand gestures or sudden bursts of effort. It's about the steady, consistent grind. It's the small, deliberate actions repeated over time that build an unshakable foundation. This is about time that builds an unshakable foundation. Discipline doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't wait for inspiration or energy to strike. It's about showing up, regardless of how you feel. Whether you're tired, uninspired, or even in pain. Unlike motivation, which is fickle and fleeting, discipline is steadfast and dependable. You can't rely on motivation to carry you through. It's too unreliable. Discipline, on the other hand, is the constant force that ensures you'll get the job done no matter the circumstance. Excuses are the greatest enemy of discipline. They're seductive because they offer an easy way out. I'm too tired. I'll start tomorrow. This is too hard. These are the lies we tell ourselves to avoid doing the work. To stay hard, you must silence these excuses and hold yourself to a higher standard. Nobody is coming to rescue you. No one will push you out of bed or force you to take action. That responsibility is yours alone, and discipline is the tool that empowers you to take control. Confronting your weaknesses is an essential part of staying disciplined. It's easy to focus on your strengths and avoid areas where you struggle. But growth only happens when you face the uncomfortable head on. Discipline pushes you to attack those weaknesses, to turn them into strengths through consistent effort. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about learning from it. Every setback is an opportunity to grow and improve. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Discipline isn't about never making mistakes. It's about refusing to let those mistakes derail you. Failure is a natural part of the process, and it's often the best teacher. What matters is that you get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. Discipline gives you the resilience to do that. It ensures that you keep fighting, no matter how many times you're knocked down. Pain is inevitable on the journey to greatness. It's a fact of life that anything worth achieving comes with its share of discomfort. Discipline teaches you to embrace that pain, to see it as a necessary part of the process. It trains you to push through the discomfort and keep going. Every time you endure, every time you refuse to quit, you build mental and physical toughness. Pain isn't a sign to stop. It's a sign that you're on the right track. There will be moments when you feel like you've reached your limit, when you're convinced that you can't go any further. That's where discipline steps in. It pushes you to take one more step, to do one more rep, to give just a little bit more. Your mind will try to convince you that you've hit the wall. But discipline shows you that you're capable of far more than you think. It's in those moments of extreme challenge that discipline reveals your true potential. Staying hard means embracing the challenges, the setbacks, and the failures. These aren't obstacles, they're opportunities. Every struggle is a chance to prove to yourself that you're stronger than you think. Discipline thrives in adversity. It takes the hardest moments and turns them into the greatest opportunities for growth. When others crumble under pressure, discipline keeps you standing tall. If you put yourself through the desert, success is not a destination. It's a journey of small, deliberate actions taken consistently over time. Discipline is what keeps you on that journey. It's not about reaching a specific goal or achieving a particular milestone. It's about committing to the process and refusing to settle for mediocrity. Discipline transforms dreams into reality. Discipline transforms dreams into reality and potential into achievement. Staying hard isn't about being perfect. It's about being relentless. It's about showing up every day and giving your best no matter what. Discipline demands that you take ownership of your actions and choices. It doesn't allow for blame or excuses. It forces you to look inward, to take responsibility for your progress, and to make the necessary changes to keep moving forward. Bill Black, staying hard isn't allowed for blame or excuses. It forces you to look inward, to take responsibility for your progress and choices. It forces you to look inward and see what you learn. Every day is a test of your commitment. Every moment is a choice between the easy path of comfort and the hard path of discipline. The easy path leads to nowhere. It might feel good in the moment, but it's a dead end. The hard path, though uncomfortable, is the only path that leads to growth and greatness. Discipline ensures that you keep choosing the hard path, no matter how challenging it gets. The journey of staying hard is a lifelong commitment. It's not something you achieve and then move on from. It's a daily battle, a constant struggle, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. But it's a battle worth fighting and a struggle worth enduring. Discipline is the key to winning that battle and overcoming every obstacle in your path. It's the force that will carry you through, no matter how tough the journey gets. It's a force that will carry us past judgment. So commit to discipline. Commit to the grind. Commit to staying hard. It won't be easy and it won't be glamorous, but it will be worth it. Because discipline is not just a tool, it's a way of life. It's the foundation of resilience, the engine of progress, and the ultimate expression of what it means to stay hard. Life has a way of exposing our weaknesses when we least expect it. Those moments when you feel stripped of your confidence, raw and vulnerable, those are the moments that define whether you'll stay ordinary or rise above. But here's the truth. Most people run. They hide from the hard questions, the brutal realities of their shortcomings. They build walls around their weaknesses, protecting their fragile egos instead of attacking the problem at its core. No one, not you, not anymore. You're here to do the work others avoid. You're here to do the work others avoid. You're here to stay hard. Now, I know it's not easy because let me tell you, there are no secrets. Facing your weaknesses head on is not about acknowledging them with a passing glance. It's about staring them down with unflinching intensity. It's about dissecting every flaw, every limitation, every insecurity until there's nothing left to hide from. And it's uncomfortable, it's painful, but it's also necessary because pretending they don't exist won't make them disappear. And I believe that when it comes to finding success and fulfillment in life, the truth is the things you're avoiding, the things you're too scared to confront, those are the very things holding you back. So step into the fire. Lean into the discomfort. That's where the transformation begins. Weakness is not your enemy. Weakness is your opportunity. It's a mirror that shows you exactly where you're falling short. And it gives you the chance to become better, stronger, and harder. The problem is that most people are too busy chasing comfort to embrace this truth. They don't want to feel the sting of inadequacy, so they avoid the very situations that can force growth. But here's the deal. Growth is never comfortable. And the sting is going to be more the same. It's raw, it's brutal, and it's unforgiving. If you want to stay hard, you've got to make a habit of doing the things that make you uncomfortable. You've got to run toward your weaknesses, not away from them. Think about it. How many times have you shied away from something because you feared failure? How many times have you told yourself, I'm just not good at that? Or, that's not my thing? Those are excuses, plain and simple. They're lies you tell yourself to avoid putting in the work. But excuses don't build strength. Excuses don't build resilience. Excuses keep you soft. And staying soft will destroy you. If you're serious about staying hard, you got to eliminate excuses from your vocabulary. You got to own your weaknesses, no matter how ugly or inconvenient they are. It's not enough to acknowledge your weaknesses. You've got to attack them relentlessly. You got to put yourself in situations that expose your flaws and force you to confront them. If you're weak physically, you hit the gym and push your body to its limits. If you're weak mentally, you challenge your mind with tasks that test your focus, your discipline, your perseverance. If you're weak emotionally, you put yourself in positions that demand resilience, courage, and self-control. It's no shortcut, no easy way out. It's just you and the grind. Day in and day out. Here's the thing, attacking your weaknesses isn't a one-time event. It's a lifestyle. It's a daily commitment to get uncomfortable, to do the things you don't want to do, to push yourself further than you think you can go. And let me tell you something. You're capable of so much more than you realize. Your mind will quit long before your body does. Your comfort zone will scream at you to stop long before you've truly hit your limits. But those are the moments that count. That's when you've got to dig deep and push through. Because on the other side of that pain is a version of yourself you've never met. A stronger, harder, more resilient version. Stop thinking of failure as something to fear. Failure is your greatest teacher. It's the ultimate feedback loop, showing you exactly where you need to improve. But only if you're willing to listen. Only if you're willing to look at your failures, not as evidence of your inadequacy, but as opportunities for growth. So fail often, fail big, but never fail the same way twice. Learn from it, adapt, and come back stronger. That's how you stay hard, right? And let's be real, this isn't about perfection. You're never going to be perfect. You're always going to have weaknesses because growth is a never-ending process. The goal isn't to eliminate every flaw, but to constantly strive to improve. To wake up every day and say, I'm going to be better than I was yesterday. That's what staying hard is all about. It's about relentless self-improvement. It's about refusing to settle for mediocrity. It's about embracing the grind, no matter how difficult it gets. You've got to develop a relentless work ethic. Nobody's going to hand you anything. Nobody's going to do the work for you. Remember this, your weaknesses don't define you. Your response to them does. Are you going to let them control you, or are you going to control them? Are you going to let them hold you back? Or are you going to use them as fuel to push forward? The choice is yours, but make no mistake. Staying hard is a choice. It's a mindset, it's a way of life. It's staying hard is a choice. It's a mindset, it's a way of life. So stop running. Stop hiding. Face your weaknesses head on with no excuses and no shortcuts. Attack them with everything you've got and then attack them some more. Because the moment you stop avoiding the hard stuff, the moment you start embracing the grind, that's the moment you begin to unlock your true potential. That's the moment you start to stay hard. And that's the moment you start to stay hard.